I am a VIP. That's right, I'm a VIP. Now, do you know what VIP stands for? What these initials mean? VIP? Maybe verses in poetry? Maybe Valerie is pretty? Maybe victory in Philadelphia? No, VIP stands for very important person. Now, did you ever know someone who said, I am the greatest? Well, years ago, there was a boxer named Muhammad Ali who said that he was the greatest. He was famous for being a good boxer, but he was also known for his ego and thinking that he was the greatest. Well, there are people who think they are very important, and they say, look at me, I'm a VIP, I'm a very important person. Could be. Now, we believe that Jesus was important. He was a VIP. However, there is a title that we use to describe Jesus that shows us his heart. And today we're going to talk about that title. Jesus called himself the servant. That's right, the servant. Now, why did Jesus call himself the servant? Well, very simply, because he came to serve. He was a very important person, but he came to serve you and me. Mark 10:45 says, even the Son of Man, that other title of Jesus, even the Son of Man did not come to be served. Instead, he came to serve others. Philippians chapter 2, instead, Jesus made himself nothing. He did this by taking on the nature of a servant, and he was made just like human beings. You know, Jesus was a servant. He submitted to the will of God, and he sacrificed his life out of service for others. Before Jesus died in Luke chapter 22, he said this to God, Father, if you are willing, please take this cup of suffering away from me, but do what you want, not what I want. Although Jesus was God's son, he came to serve, and by doing that, he became more powerful than any other leader in the world. You know, a great example of Jesus as the servant is found in John 13, when Jesus washed the disciples' feet. Many of you know this passage of Scripture because we've talked about it before. But in John 13 it says this, Jesus got up from the meal and he wrapped a towel around his waist, and after that he poured water into a large bowl. Oh yeah. And then he began to wash his disciples' feet. And he dried them then with the towel that was wrapped around him. When Jesus finished washing their feet, he put on his clothes. And then he returned to his place where he was sitting, and he said, do you understand what I have done for you? You call me teacher and Lord, and you are right. That is what I am. Now I, your Lord and teacher, have washed your feet. So you also should wash one another's feet. I have given you this example, and you should do as I have done for you. For what I'm about to tell you is true. A slave is not more important than his master, and a messenger is not more important than the one who sends him. Now you know these things, so you will be blessed if you do them. You know, maybe when Jesus was washing his disciples' feet with the water and using the towel to dry them, maybe he was remembering the times that his disciples had argued about who was the most important. We find that story also in Luke chapter 22, and it says the disciples started to argue, and they disagreed about which of them was thought to be the most important person. And Jesus said to them, you know, the kings of the Gentiles hold power over their people, and those who order them around call themselves the protectors. But you must not be like that. Instead, the most important among you should be like the youngest. The one who rules should be like the one who serves. You know, like Jesus, we are called to be servants, to care for others, to not consider ourselves to be the most important. Matthew 20:28 says, be like the Son of Man. He did not come to be served. Instead, he came to serve others. He came to give his life as a price for setting many people free. I am grateful that Jesus is the master who serves. And I am grateful that Jesus came to serve me and you. And so today I celebrate Jesus as the servant. I invite you to have a great day. Serve as Jesus served. Live with joy. And above all else, have a day filled with peace.